Tonight, Afrotales TV brings you a tale of betrayal, manipulation, and the dangerous things men hide behind religion. This is the story of two friends, Emeka and Pastor Chukwudi. Together, they dreamed of shaking the gates of hell with their new ministry. Pastor Chukwudi, a married man with 3 children in the village, came to the city to search for greener pastures. His younger friend, Emeka, was full of zeal, full of hope, and engaged to a humble young woman named Ngozi. Together, they started a church with nothing but borrowed benches, an old keyboard, and raw faith. People came, sermons thundered, miracles were proclaimed, and their church began to grow. But destiny was about to test this brotherhood. When opportunity came for Emeka to travel to Europe, it was Pastor Chukwudi who encouraged him. "Go, my brother, God will use you to lift us higher." Before leaving, Emeka bought land for the ministry, entrusted Ngozi to Chukwudi's care, and promised to send money for the church's growth. From Europe, he kept his promise. Funds poured in. The church grew. Walls rose. Congregations swelled. But so did temptation. As months turned into years, Pastor Chukwudi's heart wandered. His wife and children in the village became distant shadows. Letters slowed. Visits ceased. Ngozi, Emeka's fiancée, stayed close. She sang in the choir, managed church accounts, served tirelessly, and soon, tongues began to wag. When confronted, Chukwudi thundered from the pulpit. The Spirit of God revealed this union. Emeka's absence was long, but God's will cannot be delayed. The congregation clapped. Some doubted in silence. And one day, without telling his wife in the village, without telling Emeka abroad, Pastor Chukwudi took Ngozi as his new wife. From that moment, Ngozi became Mummy Gio in the city, and the wife in the village, forgotten like a discarded shoe. Years later, Emeka returned from Europe with joy in his heart. He came to complete his marriage rites with Ngozi and to dedicate the church he had built with his sacrifice. But what he found was betrayal. Ngozi was no longer his fiancée. She was Chukwudi's wife. The land he had bought bore only Chukwudi's name. His years of sacrifice had been stolen. In the pulpit, before the congregation, Emeka thundered, "Chukwudi, you've eaten my sweat, my trust, and my bride. Where is your wife and children? Where is your conscience?" Chukwudi, without shame, replied, "The Spirit led me. Your absence was long. She needed covering." Emeka's voice broke. No spirit betrays a brother. The congregation gasped. Some clapped for Chukwudi, others wept for Emeka. The church was divided. News reached the village, and Pastor Chukwudi's wife, weary but unbroken, stormed the city with her 3 children. Before the church, she raised her cracked walking stick and cried, "Chukwudi, you called me an old model? I bore you children. I cooked your first city meal, and now you discard me like rags? Then hear me. I will expose what you fear most, the calabash you hid in our house." Gasps filled the hall. She raised a small calabash wrapped in red cloth. "For years you warned me never to touch this. You said it must never break. But today, if you deny me, I will smash it here and let the truth scatter." The congregation trembled. Some shouted, "Jesus!" Others fled. Chukwudi collapsed in sweat, for the calabash was his hidden shame, a fetish charm he had always feared would expose him. Emeka now threatened lawsuit for theft, betrayal, and damages. Cornered, Chukwudi turned to the only weapon left, manipulation. He thundered from the pulpit, "Brethren, the house of God is under attack. Touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm." Psalm 105, verse 15. He called former members abroad, spinning lies. The devil wants to scatter God's word. Sow into this emergency seed. $1,000, $2,000, the Lord will replenish you. Gullible ex-members, blinded by loyalty, sent funds. In secret, Chukwudi gathered the money and quickly settled Emeka out of court. He silenced the lawsuit. But whispers of the fetish calabash never left the village. His empire was shaken, his image tarnished. but still he played the role of victim. In the end, truth spoke louder than pulpits. Half the congregation departed. Ngozi, consumed by shame, vanished from the altar. The wife returned to her village, clutching the calabash that remained unbroken. Its mystery lingered like a warning, and Emeka, betrayed yet wiser, walked away from the ashes of a dream. In Africa, we say, the yam eaten in secret will be revealed by the oil stains on the mouth. If you have enjoyed this story, please don't forget to share, like, and comment to Afro Tales TV, and remain blessed.